The N-Series EXT welder is engineered and assembled in the UK with fine British engineering. We're going to show you how to use the N-Series EXT welder to repair this arch liner bracket. This is a common piece of damage that often leads to the part being discarded and deemed unrepairable. We are using our repair technology to rejoin this to the bumper to enable it to be fitted back up to the arch liner and preventing it from going into landfill or being recycled. There are no high spots visible from the outside of the bumper cover. This weld is a fillet weld and has been carried out on both sides of the broken part. Now this bracket is repaired. We are going to apply some considerable load to the repaired part to test its strength and flexibility. This rope ratchet has a maximum pulling force of 70 kilograms, and you can see from the video that the repair has passed the test. This flexible yet strong repair will still tear in a subsequent collision as it was designed to. You can see here we are using another fillet weld to refix a broken tab. To give you an idea of scale, we're going to use 2 coins to give you real-life comparison of how large the weld zone is. Thank you for watching, and be sure to check out our other videos on YouTube. This is the UK engineered and assembled N-Series EXT welder. In this video, we will show you how to refix parking sensor cradles to the bumper cover, using these clamps to hold the parking sensor cradles into position. Then weld the cradles back onto the bumper cover with the EXT welder, taking care to leave some gaps to serve as water drain holes to prevent trapping water that could freeze in the future and cause damage through expansion. Finally, remove the clamps and refit the sensors. Thank you for watching, and be sure to look us up on YouTube for the rest of our videos. Welcome back to another N-Series EXT video. The EXT welder is designed by British engineers and assembled in the UK. In this video, we're going to show you how to repair a headlamp lug and its broken housing. This particular headlight housing is made from polypropylene. The lug is broken off and the housing is cracked. The experienced technicians amongst you will notice there are 2 holes in the headlight housing to enable you to fit a screw on the kit supplied by the manufacturer. This headlight lug was welded back onto the housing using the EXT welder and refinished to a commercially acceptable standard. Here we created a strong extrusion weld with green polymer to contrast with the original material to prove how little we have added to the weld zone. It can clearly take the weight of the whole unit on the repair, yet retains its flexibility to enable it to be refitted to the vehicle. The EXT is designed to enable the technician to reach difficult, intricate areas as demonstrated on the back of this Nissan headlight. This is how the raw weld appears straight from the EXT welder. This can be fully sanded and dressed prior to finishing the repair. Thank you for watching, and be sure to look us up on YouTube to view the rest of our videos. In this short video, we're going to show you how to repair a broken tab on this plastic bumper cover. Here you can see the EXT welder is injecting a liquid molten polymer deep into the fault area. This is mixing with the base material, and the new material has been added to create a permanent yet flexible repair. This is being crimped firmly with a pair of pliers to help level it off, and then sanded to the original thickness. All that remains to do is check its strength. We are checking the strength by putting a weld rod through the repaired tab and pulling it with a pair of pliers to check that it meets original standard. This is a really quick repair utilising the N-Series EXT welder. Thank you for watching. Be sure to check us out on our YouTube channel.
beams against them. That's good. All the tank.
That's impressive that you can bend that around like that and then weld it up.
And both methods. That's what I said. Mick, take one.
You might have to fleece up there now. I think that's going to fall through the plastic in a minute. The actual weld hasn't broke yet. How much further do you want me to go?
Keep going.
Ooh,
Going.
that's something down here. I'm impressed with that. Not for that repair, but my weld was alright on that bit.
Yeah. So equally, both of them fell, didn't they?
Yeah.
Whichever way you tried to weld it.
Yeah. hold on.
Put your switch up. That's it. No, that's good. It's good with the light.
Hello and welcome to Cornerstone Technologies Advanced Panel Repair Training course. Today, we're going to show you a series of techniques for repairing collision-damaged steel car body panels. Before we get started, I need to point out that Cornerstone are very different to traditional equipment supply companies. We will focus on improving your current skill sets on steel repair and also add some new techniques to assist you and your company to improve repair scope and quality.
You've seen the quick loading gun earlier. We're now going to show you the bar that we've come up with to enable you to load it quickly. So you can press the spring and it locks into a small keyway at the bottom. Undo thumb wheel on the top. The keys have been preloaded onto the bar. You put your cap back onto the top and apply the thumb wheel, press the spring and it's ready to weld. A really useful tool, one of the strongest methods to pull the keys that you've welded on is the levelling bar. Levelling bar, it's got a wing nut at the top. You can spin that nice and comfortably. As you turn this, it pulls the claw upwards. If we're doing a swage line, we're doing a wide area repair, we can use this really useful tool to get lots of metal out very quickly. The legs are adjustable, so we can put these out to the side. What we also talk about is setting up of the feet. If you were to set the feet incorrectly like this, you start to wind the damage, the whole thing starts to move, it's no good. We must always put these feet somewhere that there's some support and put one so it's offset. So one is going to be at 90 degrees to the other. So this is the correct way to pull, yeah, because as we go to pull, this edge is nice and solid, it's not going to fight with the angle. This edge is holding this foot where it needs to be. So where you use this is very important. If you were to put one of the feet in the middle of a panel, like a door skin, the foot is going to push in as you're pulling the line out. So these need to be at the edges of panels, on swage lines, maybe on a wheel or a tyre, as long as it's protected. So useful tool, you need to know how to use it.
In many cases, as a technician on the tools, you will not have access to information on how your organisation generates profit. We can reveal that in general, the bulk of the profit is generated through labour and paint sales. This course will focus on developing additional repair skills, therefore increasing your site's ability to sell labour. Your theory session will require interaction, and we advise you to take as many notes as possible to generate the best chance of passing the online assessment at the end of the day. Here at Cornerstone Technologies, we are going to run through some frequently asked questions and answer them as comprehensively as possible. We have also included some SAQ, which are should ask questions. How are those types of repairs different from what we already do? We train to the highest standard and reduce filler thickness through our advanced training. Wherever possible, we maintain factory sealers and e-coat. We don't think we can afford to send staff off to be trained. Is it expensive? Training is your wisest investment. Our courses generally cost less than £500. That's the cost of a good quality spray gun. How can I allow people to leave the business when I have jobs to process because a lot of staff are on holiday at the moment? We can schedule training for 1 or 2 techs at a time and can help you formulate a training and development strategy. Why do I need to do your training when we are already ATA trained? Unfortunately, ATA isn't training, it's only a baseline minimum standard, similar to a driving test. The real learning happens on the road after your test. Our industry is no different. We train and assess in one course and focus on skills transfer. The message is simple: don't get left behind. Book your training with Cornerstone as soon as possible. Great for your profit, great for your cycle time. Great for the environment. Book your training today. Go to www.cornerstonetechnologies.co.uk. Here at Cornerstone Technologies, we train to the highest standard and reduce filler thickness through our advanced training. Wherever possible, we maintain factory sealers and e-coat. We can schedule training for 1 or 2 techs at a time and can help you formulate a training and development strategy. Unfortunately, ATA isn't training, it's only a baseline minimum standard, similar to a driving test. The real learning happens on the road after your test. Our industry is no different. We train and assess in one course and focus on skills transfer. The message is simple: don't get left behind. Book your training with Cornerstone as soon as possible. Great for your profit, great for your cycle time, great for the environment. Book your training today. Go to www.cornerstonetechnologies.co.uk.